Hello and welcome back to my channel. It is me, Mr. Mayhem. Today I'm going to be showing you my 4K Steelbooks. I probably won't be able to get all this done in one go, so if there's any cut in the lighting changes or my attire changes, then you know why. So start off with I do have some big box editions like the Dark Knight trilogy and stuff like that, but I will just go through the single ones to begin with, and yeah, we'll see where that gets us. So these are the 4K ones. I'll start off with. So first off, we have Aquaman. This is the HMV exclusive, I believe, if I remember correctly. I can't tell if this is that way up or not, but there's both sides so you can see. And the back has the logo. I saw this one in the theaters. Really like this film. I can see why people don't like it. It is quite silly, but yeah, I mean, I really enjoy it. Yeah, not much else to say. The 4K looks good. Just so you know, I'm not in any way educated in this film or anything. I'm just a big lover of film, so if I say something looks good in 4K and it's apparently wrong, then don't impale me and burn me at the stake. But these are just my opinions, so yeah. So that's Aquaman. Next up we have the Mondo for Avengers Infinity War. Actually, I'll start taking these out of the little box because it won't shine as much, hopefully. But there's also the problem with this looking. But yeah, the Mondo of Avengers Infinity War. It's the back, it's the front, that's the side. Fucking light keeps burning in. That's it without it. That's it without it as well. Without it as well. Then you open it up and take my cinema tickets out here. Comes with exclusive art on the 4K and the Blu-ray, which is lovely. That's what I like about these Mondos. That's what I like about these Mondo edition ones, is that they give you different art on the discs. But yeah, I really like that one. As for the film, absolutely brilliant. One that I saw in the cinemas a bit too many times in a close. Too many times in one, like, how do I put it? Too many times in one sort of month, and I kind of burnt out on it for many years, up until a couple of weeks ago when I bought this because I wanted to rewatch them. And I also, which leads me into the next one, I also bought the, and obviously I'm sure if you have half a brain cell you'll know, it's the Endgame one, which I bought this one first because I wanted a Steelbook for Endgame because it's my favourite MCU film. I know there's problems with it, but like I said, I'm not very literate when it comes to good and bad things about film, so we'll just see. It's just, it is what it is. But again, I love the Mondo packaging. It's just so nice. Obviously you have the slip cover, which is just gorgeous. Again, without the slip, spine, back, and then once again you have exclusive art on all the discs. Hang on, let me get that in frame, sorry. Exclusive art on all the discs, which is just absolutely gorgeous. No, absolutely brilliant. Just love it. The best in-theatre reaction I've had, like the best crowd I've had, is like, because everyone cheered, everyone just, oh, I will never forget that. That is, oh, absolutely brilliant. The one time when I don't mind people actually making noise during a film. Speaking of making noise during a film, sorry, I'm just making sure these are in the right order. We have A Quiet Place. Well, A Quiet Place Part 1, but it's 1 because it's first Steelbook. I believe this was HMV exclusive when it first came out. And as far as I know, it is and it was. Lovely little Steelbook. Yeah, comes with a 4K. Discs are standard, nothing much to say about it. Saw this one in the cinema as well, and thank the Lord that my audience was quite respectful for this one, because this is one of those films where it's so quiet that it could very easily just, you could hear anything anyone was saying or doing, and I don't know how, but I got lucky and there was no one speaking, which was so lovely. Great film. Yeah, and then we have the second part, A Quiet Place Part 2. Didn't see this one in theaters because this was around when the dreaded thing that shall not be named was, that's when we were just coming out of that. But I did pre-order the Steelbook when it went out because I loved the first one, and my best mate Callum, so next we have A Quiet Place Part 2, which I did not see in the theatre because this was around about the time when we were coming out of you know what. But I did pre-order the Steelbook as soon as it went up because, because I love the first one and I'd heard good things from my best mate that it was just as good. So discs again, artwork on the inside. Discs are just standard shiny. So and oh, that's convenient. I pulled out all the A's. Last of the A's, for 4K Steelbooks at least, we have one that I just got in recently that I'm so happy I got in, is the American Psycho Zavvi exclusive Steelbook, which sold out very, very quickly when it was first put up. I'm so happy I managed to get it because it's a film that, it's just brilliant. I'm sure I don't need to say much else. Its reputation precedes it, but no, this slipcover is so lovely because you have the thing, then it just, it's so good. And then the back has the axe behind him, which is just, absolutely brilliant. And the spine, and the discs are so cool because they're like their business cards. It's so cool. This is a favourite. I've still not watched the 4K yet, but I've heard it's good. Yeah, funny story with this one. I actually was scared that it wasn't going to arrive because it had been, I think it was one day over when it was meant to arrive, and obviously it was sold out. So if I'd asked for a replacement, I probably wouldn't have gotten one. But no, love that film. So yeah. Oh, that's weird. So next up we have the Birds of Prey, HMV exclusive Steelbook. It's another film that I saw in the cinemas before. I've still got my ticket in here. So yeah, we have the inside discs. I think that's the 4K. Yep, it's the 4K. Not actually watched this in 4K yet, because I only got my 4K player end of 2020. So, but yeah, love the little Steelbook. I very much enjoy this film. I know that a lot of people do not like this, but yeah, I actually really enjoy it. It's not, groundbreaking, but it's fun. So yeah. Next up, we have, what's next? Yes, I haven't opened this one yet, so I won't open it. But we have the Creed 2 Steelbook now. This film and the first Creed, this film and the first Creed are some of my favourite films and some of my best mates' favourite films, who, you know who you are. But yeah, these films just mean so much to the both of us. A lot to him as well. But I've got the double, what's it called? The double pack 4K coming next month, so that'll be fun. But yeah, love these films. Still surprised at how good these were. Did not expect that. But yeah. Next up is Cabin in the Woods. This came out the same day as American Psycho. I've not opened this either, so I won't bother. But this comes up, and then if you know, you know. Yeah, it's a lovely little steelbook, lovely little 4K as well. I don't know how this focusing is doing because it's kind of distracting me, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. If this video seems very kind of cobbled together in like experimentation wise, it's just because I'm trying to figure out what is best. Like, is autofocus best? Is manual focus best? Is that lighting best? Is that lighting best? So we'll see. But yeah, cool little steelbook. Next up we have Deadpool 2. I did not pre-order this, but I did see it in the cinema twice, I believe. I think I got my tickets in here. I believe I saw these twice when it came out. So you have the steelbook, then you pull it off, J card in the back, Juggernaut and Julian. Oh, and the disc's falling out. Lovely. But yeah, it does come with, got my tickets in here, but it does come with 4 discs. Wow, I didn't actually know that. But yeah, it has the 4 discs. So I didn't actually know. I did not actually know it came with 4 discs. I think I've watched this once on Blu-ray. I'm the kind of person that I find it hard to rewatch stuff. I like to watch more new stuff, but I'm in a bit of a kick right now where I do watch more, where I'm rewatching a lot more stuff because I'm spending a lot of time with my best mate, and we're rewatching a bunch of stuff for Halloween, so this autofocus thing is pissing me off. Okay, back, we'll see how this goes. So I'll just grab the next pile off of my shelf, and we'll continue through these. So next up we have the Elvis Steelbook. I'm not going to bother. Some of these I won't open because, yeah, fuck it, I'll open it. It's the Elvis Steelbook, which saw this movie in the theatre. Sorry, at the cinema, and I loved it. Thought it was really good in the cinema. Rewatched it again recently and love it. Yeah, I just think it's brilliant. Obviously, Austin Butler is fantastic, and just the way they go about it is just really good to me. So yeah, we have some nice embossing there. Open it up, have my tickets in here. But that's what you have. You have the Elvis himself and then the 2 discs. So yeah, that's Levis. Next up, we have one of the biggest surprises of 2019 for me and for my best mate. You will hear a lot about him in this because me and him we're both big film buffs. So, but yeah, this is Dr. Sleep. This is the HM. Oh, I should have stated this was I think this was HMV exclusive, and the Deadpool 2 one was, but I got that after the fact. I didn't pre-order that. I just don't think it sold well. But yeah, the Dr. Sleep Steelbook. I pre-ordered this after I saw the film because, my God, what a film! I've always liked Mike Flanagan's work. I've not seen Bly Manor, but I have seen Hill House and Midnight Mass, which are both fantastic. I'm not sure about his new show, Midnight Club. I've heard it's iffy, but I'll probably check it out. So we know this comes with the director's cut, which is surprising because they don't. When the Blu-rays first came out for these, they included the director's cut, but they don't now, which is very strange. But you know, it's just things, because I got my friend the 4K recently and it didn't come with the director's cut at all, which was very strange. But hey ho, I've not watched the director's cut. I've been saving that for me and said friend. But yeah, fantastic film. way better than I thought it would be. Ah yes, now we have another Mondo, which, oh, this I believe was my first Mondo that I picked up because I do really like the film. This is the Doctor Strange one, which is just absolutely gorgeous. I don't actually know if I have the tickets for this. I have to check my my Blu-ray actually. It's a good point. I'll leave this one out, but the slip cover, it comes off and it's like that. So it's just absolutely magical. And then the discs inside are lovely as well. Just absolutely love this Steelbook. Yeah. If you see me put my arm out, that's me trying to, oh, on the back, that's me trying to adjust the focus, because the focus is not being very nice. So, yeah, love that one. That was my first Mondo I got. So yeah. Next up we have, ooh, another great film. We have Dune, which is the HMV exclusive one, I believe. I like this Steelbook. This was one of those things where I wanted a Steelbook, but I mean, this was the only one I could get at the time, and it just, I didn't want to not get one, so it's not the best. I would have preferred something better, but you know, it doesn't really happen that often that the art isn't nice, but that's the full thing, and I just think it could have been a bit more than what it is, but anyway, good film, fantastic film. Saw that in the cinema as well. One of my best friend's favorite films of last year. Yeah, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Love this film. It's absolutely gorgeous. Not watched the 4K fully yet, but when we demoed on, fuck it, I'm just gonna call him by his name, Callum. When we demoed on Callum's TV before he picked it up, before he got into 4K, we didn't see much of a difference, but that's because we think it was just, I don't know, it's just, I don't know. We think it's just because newer films might have better camera quality overall, but I don't know. Anyway, brilliant film. Next up we have, now this is one that I paid quite a bit for, because this is an American one. It is the, and it's just gorgeous though. It is the Dread, the Carl Urban Dread Steelbook. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love this Steelbook. The slipcover comes off in the back, and then it has the I Am the Law on the back. It's the full thing, which is just gorgeous. And then on the inside you have your two specialized discs. One's 4K, which obviously 4K is region free, and the other is region A, which I do not have the capabilities to play region A's. My friend does. He has a multi-region. Callum does. He has a multi-region Blu-ray player, but I do not. But it's fine. I bought it for the 4K, and I have the standard Blu-ray anyway. So, okay. Next little. Hang on a minute. Angle these back. Next little pile. We have. What is next on here? Ooh. We have a. Ooh. Wait. Start around. So yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So next up we have the. It's quite. I wouldn't say a boring Steelbook, but basic. The Hobbs and Shaw 4K Steelbook. It's another film that I saw in the cinemas. Twice, I believe. I can just check. No, only saw it once. 4DX, which was mental. But yeah, the Steelbook is just that. And then the discs are just that. Yeah. Not a great Steelbook. This is one that when I ordered it, it didn't come for like, I think it was 2 weeks until 2 weeks after it actually came out, which pissed me off at the time. But yeah, hang on a minute, I've put that in the wrong way round. Apologies. It's in the wrong way round. Sorry. Next up, we have some of my favourite movies of the last 8 years. They're not masterpieces by any stretch of the imagination, especially this one, which at first I loved, and after subsequent rewatches, it just goes on for a bit too long. But I do enjoy when the monsters show up. When Godzilla, obviously, it's Godzilla King of the Monsters. I should have specified that first, but yeah, lovely Steelbook. Pre-ordered this when it first came out, saw it in cinemas, loved it. Now, it's okay. The monster scenes are the best, obviously, but it's just a bit too long for what you get at the end, which, granted, is absolutely stunning when you do see it. But all the character stuff is just, it's pish, let's put it that way. Yeah, so, okay, cool. Sorry about that, I didn't realise that I must have taken it off and then just rammed it in, because I bought these protective cases a while ago, not a while ago, like a month ago, so. Next up we have the next film, I believe? Yes, the next film, and the last in the current MonsterVerse series is Godzilla vs. Kong, which this is Amazon exclusive and sold out very quickly when it was first listed. Obviously I didn't see this in cinemas because it never came out in cinemas. It came out on VOD only, which I would have loved to have seen this in cinemas, because this one is brilliant in terms of just fun. I do prefer it to King of the Monsters, but this is such a lovely Steelbook. And then obviously in the inside, I'm not going to take the discs out, but Godzilla and Kong. Yeah, love that Steelbook, absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I only ever tend to buy Steelbooks if they are for films that I do love. I won't get them if they're not something that I don't love. Speaking of, this next one is this is one that when I first saw it, again, like King of Monsters, I adored it. I thought it was just as good as the original, if not better. And since can give or take, it's dented. Maybe this is dented. Yeah, and that is the Halloween 2018 HMV exclusive Steelbook, which has a lovely front, lovely back, and a very, very lovely spine. Saw this twice in the cinemas. Really liked it. Obviously, as I said, I loved it when I first saw it, but over the years after watching it pretty much every year, I've seen it like 6 or 7 times now. When I watched it with Callum in the run-up to Halloween Ends, I found myself getting quite sick of a lot of just the pointless comedy, and it just really takes you out the film. Michael is cool when he's on screen, Laurie is cool when she's on screen, the score is great, but yeah, this is one that I find myself, the more I watch it, the less I like it. Still good, but now this is a film that I have a very severe love-hate relationship. I just realised that that's dented. Anyway, this is a film that I have a very love-hate relationship with, for reasons I will go into in a second, but I will show you the Steelbook and then I will ramble. So you have Halloween Kills, lovely Steelbook, and then the inside with the discs and Laurie, it's very nice. Oh shit, need to put the tickets back in. But yeah, this was one of my most anticipated films ever since it was announced and the trilogy was announced. But when I went to see it, I was not partially disappointed, partially surprised at where they went with it. It's much better than the pile of shit we got this year, but that's just my opinion. Obviously, if you like it, all the power to you. But This trilogy has just been so disjointed and so disappointing that it. Yeah. Yeah, this film is. It's okay. The kills are great, Michael's great, but. Not finally on the H's, but. The last in this little pile I've got is Hacksaw Ridge, which is sealed. I won't open it, but this came out May 25th, and I believe this is quite a common steelbook, as in you can still get it readily available on Amazon as far as I know. Yeah, love this film, absolutely brilliant. Obviously not watched it yet. I'll show you the spine, but no, absolutely brilliant film. Saw this in the cinema as well. Really looking forward to checking this out. Yeah, love it, and I love how this little cover is the plus, so you take it up and it comes out and back over. So brilliant. And the last for this shelf, we have. This isn't my steelbook, but this is it's a steelbook nonetheless. It's in my collection. So this is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, the 20th anniversary steelbook that came out last year, I believe. Yep. This isn't mine. This is my girlfriend's. This is hers. Yeah, Harry Potter films. I started to appreciate them a lot more. In terms of, I watched them all again in like a week back in 2018 and loved them. Loved how they wrapped up everything at the end. Very, very satisfying. And then seeing some characters interact was just, fantastic. But yeah, this steelbook is 4K, as I've said. Not watched it yet. It's nice enough. I'm not going to bother opening this one up because there's nothing actually on the inside, I don't think. Anyway, I'll just show you anyway. I'm such a good guy. But, oh, well, there is 3 discs. And that's the whole steelbook itself. But, yeah, I've got the 4K set. The one with the snitch on it that I'm getting that for my Christmas, I believe. Got that bought and ordered because that is an expensive set. It's normally about £100, but I think on the sale with this October and Prime I managed to get it for 70. I say one of my friends managed to get it. One of my friends managed to get it for me for Christmas, so I won't be getting that to Christmas, but I do have it. And if the steelbooks keep coming out, I'll keep probably keep getting them because the steelbook set on it, I think, is coming out next week. Is £170, and I'm good. I'll just buy them on their own. Now this, the Hellboy. I don't actually know what year this is. $2019, that's it, sorry. The Hellboy 2019. This was a film that I was very excited about. Because of the casting of David Harbour and everything, but if you know, you know, the film is apparently not very good, and by apparently I mean it isn't. But I pre-ordered the steelbook on an impulse. I've watched it once and I didn't mind it. It's obviously not great, but I enjoyed it for what it was. Discs are lovely, art's lovely. It's like a little cartoon. So yeah. I don't think it's as bad as everyone says, but it's not great. It's nothing on the originals, but it's been ages since I've seen it, so my opinion might have changed, but it's not that bad. Now, what do we have? Yes. Another divisive film. Well, Hellboy wasn't really divisive, it was... Anyway, this is a divisive film. It Chapter 2. I saw this in the cinema along with the first one. This was another one of those films that, like the Halloween trilogy, what I was so excited to see when it did eventually come out, and I loved it when I saw it in the cinema. One of the, it's not a very common opinion to have, but Steelbook is lovely as well. Like, oh, that is just gorgeous. And then the discs obviously are 4K and everything, but this is a film that I actually rewatched with with Callum, my best mate Callum. Sunday evening, we watched both of them back to back. So, and the first one is one of the best horror films I've ever seen, and the second one, whilst I had seen the second one twice before, including the cinema, it did grate on me a little bit in terms of when my friend pointed out that, when Callum pointed out that it was the fuck am I trying to say here? That a lot of the effects in this, a lot of the monsters and stuff are CGI, whereas the CGI doesn't look bad, but I do get what he means in terms of everything just them wanting to go bigger, because obviously they had more budget. The first one was one of the highest grossing horror films of all time, I believe. But yeah, this is a very divisive film. I still really like it. I think it's really good, but yeah, it's not as good as the first one, but still better than, I imagine, the original It, because the thought of watching that is just no. And lastly, on this shelf, we have a controversial film for, I would say, stupid reasons, but you know, people. We have El Joker, starring Joaquin Phoenix. This is the Amazon Steelbook. Saw this film twice in the cinemas. Love it, still do. I had a pre-order in for the HMV one, which is much nicer, but for some stupid reason, when you put in a pre-order with HMV or just an order in general, you cannot change the card information. So you just have to cancel the order and you lose it. And so it sold out on HMV and I never got it, which still bugs me, but I'm just glad that I managed to get a Steelbook because it is an absolutely tremendous film. I love it. Yeah, brilliant. Not much to say on that one because it's pretty obvious. Okay, next up, I'm checking my mic, still recording. Next up, we have this Steelbook. It's one of these things where even if the film was shite, I'd still keep it. Such a beautiful Steelbook. It's the Monster Hunter Steelbook. That front art is bloody gorgeous. It's one of these things where I don't even care if the film's shit. Like, that looks awesome, and it helps that the fact that the first time I watched it, I just found it to be non-stop fun. Like, it's honestly such a surprise considering the director's previous efforts, Resident Evil, etc. But absolutely love this one. Obviously, it's not amazing. It's not great. It's not a cinematic tour de force, but it's just so goddamn entertaining that, yeah, I love this, and I love this Steelbook. It's so nice, and it's one of my favorite Steelbooks that I have. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So next up, we have my camera battery's dying. Great. We'll see how long we can go for this then. Next up, we have Mortal Kombat, 2021. I think it's 21. Is it 21? I think it's 21. It's a film that my friend saw in the cinema, but I did not. He told me it was a lot of fun, and then I pre-ordered the Steelbook because I thought it looked really awesome. And when I actually finally did see it with the Steelbook, I loved it. I think it's brilliant, and I'm so excited that we're getting a sequel for it. Now, when I say so, I love it and it's brilliant, I don't mean that it's like cinematic tour de force. It's just so much fun. It really is. Yeah. And next up, another Steelbook that I've not opened yet, but Still love the film because I rewatched it with. I saw this in cinemas with Callum, and then rewatched it with him again in July when he got it on Blu-ray. I actually missed out on this pre-order on Zavi, but managed to get it through eBay for, I think it was like £35-40. But that's The Northman. I love this steelbook. I love this film. Eggers is such an interesting director and writer. Yeah, not much to say because I can't open it, but it's such a nice steelbook. I love it to bits. It's absolutely amazing. Next up, we have one of my favourite films of last. Actually, I think it is my favourite film. Yeah, my favourite film of last year, and that is No Time to Die. This is the Zavi exclusive steelbook. But yeah, this is just, I absolutely adore this film. I did not expect it to be as good as it was, and just the way they actually treat Bond in this as a human and not as just as what he was originally, is like just an assassin, is just absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. I mean, Daniel Craig is incredible in this film, and you can just tell through his mannerisms and everything that he's playing in an actual human and not this MI6 agent that's built to kill and just feel nothing, because he's been through so much shit in all these films, and this is such a beautiful send-off for him, such a human send-off for him, that it's just fantastic. I love this film so much. This is my second favourite Bond film, second being Casino Royale, which we will get to at some point. But no Time to Die, bloody brilliant film and absolutely gorgeous steelbook. Yeah. Next up, another film that I've seen. I never saw it in the cinema. I meant to, but I just didn't. Got the steelbook and I've watched this. I've showed this to a lot of people, and I've watched, I believe I've seen it like 4 or 5 times. And Callum's still not seen it yet. He's got the Blu-ray, but I can show him, so I'll be get another use out of it. But that is Overlord, which, if you notice, the blood is like parachutes and all the little men. It's fantastic. The back is a syringe. Not much on the inside, just the discs and stuff like that. So, no, I love this film. It is so much fun. Yeah, one of my favourites of the last couple of years. Just so much fun. Yeah, practical effects are gorgeous as well. Next, we have a film that when I first saw it, I thought it was good, and then when I rewatched it, I think it was this year. No, it was last year. It was last May and June. I bloody loved it, which is the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood steelbook, and just the film. Just such a nice steelbook, and the discs are film reels, which is just awesome. This is a film that I never actually paid for this steelbook. I had it pre-ordered, and some dickhead decided to go fucking Mach 10 down the motorway, but that's cool. I had it pre-ordered, but I was just going to let it lapse and then not let them take the money. But for some reason, they still sent it out, and I've checked my bank records so many times, and there's no record of this coming out. So I got a free 4K steelbook apparently, so it's pretty awesome. It's bugging me, sorry. Top's popping up. Size. Next up, we have, what is this? Ooh. Now this is a film that I have a steelbook for, had one, that was bought by a an ex-friend. But this is the 4K one that came out last year. And that is Saw. This steelbook is so lovely. How it's the TV, and then it's Jigsaw. Yeah, this is just such a lovely steelbook. At the time, I had already bought it on 4K, and I have it in 4K behind me. But yeah, this is a lovely little steelbook. I really do like this film. When I first saw it, I loved it, but over years, it's still really good. The whole franchise itself is sort of a guilty pleasure kind of thing, where I enjoy how stupid some of the twists get, and just, yeah. I'm looking forward to Saw 10 next year, because apparently Tobin Bell's coming back as John Kramer, which makes no sense, because, I don't know. Anyway, lovely steelbook. And this steelbook came out on the same day. I don't know if I actually opened this one. No, I have. And that is the Spiral steelbook, which is also very lovely. So you have the slipcover that has the little purple spiral mesh on it. And you have your Chris Rock. Oh, such a nice steelbook. And then you have your discs, which are spirals. First saw this film when I rented it on demand when it first came out. I didn't really like it, but then when Callum bought it, we watched that, and I ended up liking it a lot more than I did before. So I pre-ordered the steelbook, and this and the Saw one came on the same day, because they came out the same day. Next up, we have Shazam, which is a lovely little steelbook. Yeah, this is again another film that I never saw in the cinema, but at the time I was collecting all the DC films on steelbook. I think the only ones I missed were BVS, Batman vs Superman, and Wonder Woman. But I knew that Callum liked it, and I knew that, and obviously I had it pre-ordered anyway because I was pre-ordering DC stuff. But oh, what a surprise! I ended up loving it. It's so much fun. Yeah, I mean, a lot of what DC is doing now is a lot more, like, it may not be the best, like Black Adam, but it's at least more interesting than what the fuck Marvel's doing. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Next up, we have a steelbook that this movie was good, but the more I watch it, the less I like it, and it's to an even bigger extent than Halloween. That's Sonic the Hedgehog. I still need to get the second steelbook of this because it's readily available, but saw this in cinemas. Really liked it when I first saw it. Pre-ordered the steelbook. Rewatched it again once I got the steelbook and was like, it's a bit grating. I think the second one is way better. I actually really like the second one, which I need to order the steelbook for that soon before it goes out of print. Although there is a double set coming out in I think it's either this month or next month. There's a double pack coming out for it with Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, which I was going to pick up, but I might just get the second one. Next, another absolutely brilliant film, The Suicide Squad, not Suicide Squad, which when I get to that I'll explain my past with that. But this film I saw once in cinemas and loved it. I've not watched it since. It's still sealed. Absolutely fucking brilliant. I've watched Peacemaker. I watched that last week. That is some of the funniest shit it's the most fun I've had with a TV show in a long time. Absolutely brilliant, no filler, just great from start to finish. Only 8 episodes, all 40 minutes. Absolutely amazing. John Cena is brilliant. But yeah, The Suicide Squad in 4K. Oh my god, sorry, I keep doing this. This was HMV exclusive. This was Zavvi exclusive. This I got from Amazon, but I don't think it was exclusive to anything. The Once Upon a Time in Hollywood one is exclusive to HMV. Overlord was exclusive to HMV, and I think that covers where I got to. Next up, we have the Scream reboot from earlier this year. I was very excited for this because I love the Scream films, and it's kind of a thing that me and Callum bonded over, where this was the first set of horror films we watched together, and the first set of horror films that I owned on Blu-ray. But no, I've not opened this, but this film was so good. It was way better than I thought it would be. I didn't think it would be bad, because it's the people behind Ready or Not, but absolutely just way better than I had any right to be. I need to rewatch this at some point because it's brilliant. Next up, we have the 4K only Steelbook for Top Gun. I only watched the first one before, I think it was like the day before I went to see Maverick in May. And I actually ended up, it was one of those things that I had the Blu-ray for ages, never watched it. But then obviously I was going to see Maverick because I'd heard it was amazing. And then when I watched it, I was like, holy shit, it's a lot of fun. It's just, yeah, Tom Cruise is charming. Yeah, brilliant. And then obviously Maverick. When I saw Maverick, I fell in love with that film. It is so good. I've since seen it again in IMAX with Callum, and that's one of his favourite films of this year. So like the second I got out of Maverick, I looked for a Steelbook for this, and I managed to get one. And I've got the Amazon Steelbook for Maverick coming next Monday. So I'm looking forward to that. I will be doing an unboxing for that when it gets here. But I know that HMV also have an exclusive one, but I prefer my one. I prefer the one you get at Amazon. Next up is another Steelbook that sold out so quickly when it went on Amazon, and I'm so glad I pre-ordered it. That is The Thing, the Amazon exclusive Steelbook. This is a lovely Steelbook, especially the back is just absolutely gorgeous. Steelbook there. But then you have the 2 discs inside, Kurt Russell, and the spine. Yeah, absolutely fantastic film. One of my favourite films of all time. Yeah, absolutely fantastic film. Love it to bits. So good. But yeah, sold out very quickly. Very hard to get. Worth quite a lot now, I believe. Okay, we're back. So let's do the next little batch of bookies. So first up, this is one I've not opened yet. And this is The Unreal Weight of Massive Talent Steelbook. This is one I saw in the cinemas. And yeah, loved it in the cinema. Need to rewatch this soon. But no, I love this Steelbook because all over the Steelbook is just little Nick Cage faces. Massive fan of Nick Cage. Especially his more recent stuff, because he's just a mad genius. But love this Steelbook. Surprised this didn't sell out, considering the whole cult fandom of Nicolas Cage. But anyway, next up we have my second favourite film of last year, and that's Spider-Man No Way Home. This is the Amazon exclusive 4K Steelbook that sold out very quickly as well, which to the surprise of no one, considering all the hype around this film. And I mean, I'm not going to say anything, but obviously you should know by now. Love this little Steelbook. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Love this film to bits. Also Callum's favourite film of last year. Yeah, absolutely. I was away to say brilliant wee film, but that doesn't really make much sense considering the stats of it. Yeah, so what have we got left? I've got much left in the way of 4Ks. I know this video has been quite long, but I don't really care. Don't really care. If I enjoy doing it, then who gives a shite? And now, oh, that was a catch. This next film, sorry, you get right. This next film was one that I was very excited for a very long time, and leading up to it, I was very excited. Saw it in cinemas twice, loved it. I've seen it quite a bit since, but its charm's wearing off a bit. And that is Venom. This is the, I love how it says Venom in his gums. Not his gums, his flesh, wherever that fleshy bit is of Venom. It's what it is. This was a HMV exclusive steelbook, but it's not exclusive anymore. You can find it pretty much anywhere else. I don't believe you can get it anymore though, in terms of from a retailer. I think it's just like eBay listings and that. But I do love this film. I've wanted a Venom film for so long that when this happened, I was so happy. Pre-ordered the steelbook, got it. Love that steelbook. Yeah. And this one I've not opened up, but it is the, in my opinion, superior sequel, Venom Let There Be Carnage. Now, Carnage is the one that I was, when I heard there was a Venom movie now, so I was very excited because I love Venom, but I knew that if Venom did well, then we would most likely get Carnage, who I love more. And this steelbook is fucking gorgeous. Like, I've not opened it yet. I need to go back to this, but it's just so beautiful. And yeah, this film is far superior to the first one in my opinion. It goes and just doesn't stop, and I just absolutely love it. It's so good. Like I said, not opened it, but excuse me, I'll get around to it one day. Be watching it probably soon because I do love that film. And lastly, for the single steelbooks that aren't in boxes or anything, we have another steelbook that sold out extremely quickly and luckily came back in stock and I could get it, and that is Zack Snyder's Justice League. I love this film. I've only seen it once, but it is far superior to Justice League, but I mean, it's not really hard, is it? It's just the 4K, which Callum pointed out to me, but no, it's just so nice to have a steelbook of that. Just brilliant. So yes, that is all the single steelbooks. Now we'll move on to the bigger box stuff. Okay, so we shall now move on to the bigger box stuff. What do I do? Save the best for last, or let's just start off with the ones. So first off, we have the HMV exclusive, the Batman boxed edition, which is absolutely lovely. This is one that obviously saw in the cinemas twice, once with Callum and a bunch of previous, Callum, another friend, and a previous friend, and then I saw it again with my girlfriend. But this is a film that, it's just bloody brilliant. This is another one of Callum's big films for this year. He's seen it 5 times in the cinema, maybe 6, I can't remember. He'll probably shout at me for getting that wrong, but who cares? But no, this is just absolutely gorgeous steelbook. And I've got the Xavi one coming next month. One for me, one for him. So, but no, absolutely brilliant film. Just incredible. Just the way they go about everything. Paul Dano's Riddler is fucking terrifying. But yeah, it's just brilliant. And it also comes with this little packet, which has, I believe, art cards and a poster, but I'm not going to take them out. Sorry if you want to see them, but I'm not going through that. Once I get a poster out, I don't know how to fold it back up, so I'm just not going through that, but love this Steelbook. Love this film. Just brilliant. Next up, we have the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness Zavi exclusive. Oh, I think I said that was Batman was HMV exclusive, but this is the Zavi exclusive collector's edition, which came out a couple of months ago, like 3 or 4 months ago. Excuse me. But yeah, this one comes with the Steelbook, which is lovely. Yeah, yet again, saw this one in the cinema. Loved it, still do. It comes with some art cards on the inside and the discs. Yeah, I bloody love this film. It is such a breath of fresh air in terms of the MCU. The horror elements are just so good. And it also comes with a little film booklet with art and notes on making the film, as far as I know. But no, I love this film so much. It's my favourite thing they've done so far, apart from No Way Home in Phase 4. But yeah, just absolutely brilliant little set. Yeah. Now, these next 3 films are absolutely fantastic, and Luck and me and Callum were able to see all 3 of them in the cinema in the last month, and I'm so happy we actually got to see these in the cinema, because they're just absolutely brilliant. And as soon as we got back from seeing the 3rd one, I ordered these 3. I ordered these 3, and so happy I did. And this is the Batman Begins. It's not exclusive to anywhere, but it's a collector's edition box kind of thing that comes with the Steelbook, which is lovely. And of course you have the back with the bat symbol, and then all 3 discs, which are all the same for the standard 4K, which I had before this, but then I gave to Callum. No, we got to see all these films in the cinema recently, and my god, what a treat to see these in the cinema. Absolutely brilliant. It also comes with a little box of goodies, and this is a chunky little, this is thick. Comes with a making of booklet, a poster, some art cards, and some storyboard stuff, which is quite cool. Yeah. I'm just going to speed through the next 2 because they're the exact same as this. It's just, the following films. So yeah, we have Batman Begins, and then we have The Dark Knight, which is just bloody gorgeous. So then you have the little art card bit with all the making of and stuff, Steelbook, blooming gorgeous. And then the 3 discs inside, which are all the same as 4K, like I said before. And then, what could be next? Oh, I wonder. We have The Dark Knight Rises pack. Bloody lovely stuff. Love these 3. It's the art cards and making of Steelbook. My ticket inside. So that's the discs on the inside. And then the Steelbook, which is a lovely Steelbook. And next up is a set that came out start of September, which is just such a lovely set. And that is the Edge of Tomorrow 4K collector set, which I believe is Zavvi exclusive, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it's Zavvi exclusive. So you have this, and then it slides out, and it's a little chunky cover. And you have this lovely box with art on it, and it's just, oh, lovely little set. And obviously it's the first time it's had a 4K release, but you also have the behind the scenes little booklet, the Steelbook, the discs, and then let me just put this away quickly. And then you have a little packet with a poster, some art cards and some blueprints for the exosuits they use in the movie. Obviously in their world, obviously it's not real. But no, that's a lovely little set that came out like a month or two ago. Love that so much, such a nice set. Saw that in the cinemas with Callum back when it came out. Great film. Not seen it in a while though, so I need to check that out again. I need to check the 4K out. So yeah, next we have a film that I saw for the first time on DVD back in 2019. Thought it was decent. Bought it on Blu-ray in 2020. And really liked it. Watched it again, showed it to Callum, and then I just realised that I just love this film so much. It is, I don't know what it is, but it's Event Horizon. This is the Zavvi exclusive collector's edition that came out at the start of August. It's just absolutely lovely. It comes with now you can buy the Steelbook on its own. It comes with the Steelbook, which is just absolutely lovely, and then you lift it off. That's the slip, and then you have the Steelbook on its own, which is the eye and the gravity drive, I believe it's called. Inside comes with some art cards and the discs, which are both newly mastered as far as I know, because I cross-checked it with my old Blu-ray, and I believe they are newly mastered. And in here you have the blueprints of the ship, a pin and a patch. It's the only part about the set I don't like. It's just a bit cardboardy and crappy. But yeah, I was really happy when I saw that I was getting a Steelbook, let alone a bloody 4K. So that was lovely. Next up we have the Blue Fans edition of The Invisible Man, which is just so lovely. I love this thing so much. Got this recently because I actually managed to see this in the cinemas just before, lockdown, but I love it so much. I got the DVD, got the Blu-ray, watched that loads. Then I got the 4K, and then I saw there was a listing for the Justice Steelbook online. But it came really badly dented, so I asked for half a refund. They gave it to me, which was fine. And then I saw that the Blue Fan set was only $45, so then I picked that up, and I'm so happy I did because it's so nice. It's limited to 850 of these. It comes with the exact same steelbook as the one before. I've not opened this one, but it's such a nice little steelbook, and it also comes with lovely little outer case. This little thing that has art cards, character cards, and a little standee. Yeah, I then went to try and trade the old Steelbook in, and lo and behold, it turns out that the 4K disc in it was also peeling. So it didn't actually work. So I then had to take it back, and I contacted them again, and they gave me a full refund because it wouldn't have worked. So no, I'm very happy I got that one though. I'm kind of happy that it all worked out in the end, that I got the better edition. But yeah, that was all brand new. Next up, we have another pre-order and another fantastic film, and that's the John Wick Chapter 3. I believe this is Amazon exclusive, and it also came with a proper metal room card for the Continental and a Continental coin. But you open this up and you've got John Wick and his new dog. And then on the inside you have the 2 discs, which is just such a lovely little set. I do love this set quite a lot. I want to try and get the first 2 in Steelbook. I don't have them. I have them on 4K, just not on Steelbook. But yeah. Coming back around to Bond, this is where we start the Titans Occult ones. We'll finish off with something a bit bigger. So start off with the Titans Occult ones. We have the Casino Royale ones. This is my favourite Bond film. When they announced this Titans Occult, I was so happy because I've been looking to get a Steelbook for it. But yeah, it's just such a nice little set because it has the poker chip pin, the lovely little Steelbook. I'm not going to open this up because I have a hard time getting it shut, but it's just absolutely lovely. Love this film. Next up, we have Halloween 2018. This is one that, when they announced this, I was surprised it wasn't the original. Because I already had the Steelbook for this one from when it first came out, but I thought I'd pick it up anyway because it is a very unique design. So you have this side, the spine, everything looks the same from all the angles. But the Steelbook itself, this is one I will open up because I've opened it up before. That other one's still semi-sealed. You have 2 pins with this one, which is very strange. Although I do like that about Titans about how they change it up for the different ones, because I believe the Star Trek one coming out has the captain's log and a pin instead of other things. Like the Thing one has a patch and a pin. But this is the Steelbook for 2018 Titans Occult, which is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, still a weird one. I mean, I get that 878 is not really a cult classic, but neither is 18. So I would just prefer they'd done even if they'd done one of the more obscure ones, like if they'd done a Halloween 3 one, that would have been cooler. But yeah, pre-ordered that. Got that. Now we have the Matrix Titans Occult, which I didn't pre-order. I managed to get on a deal for £24 now, and it's gone back up to 35 on Amazon. But this is a lovely little set. I'm not going to open this one either, but this one is just, the Steelbook is just this material. Just lovely. And the pin is all 3 of them made out of code. This is another film that me and Callum were lucky to be able to go and see in the cinemas before Resurrections came out, and brilliant, absolutely brilliant film. It was one that I didn't actually appreciate a lot until I saw it again in the cinema. Until I saw it with Callum in the cinema. Because I'd seen it before, but I didn't appreciate it. And then that led me on to us watching the sequels after that. Loved them as well. And then we saw Resurrections, which is a bit shit. But yeah. Moving on to the second to last Titans Occult. We have one of my favourite movies ever made, Pacific Rim. This is such a lovely set because you have the Gypsy Danger pin, Gypsy Danger blueprints on the Steelbook. The side is just, love this film. Saw this film in cinemas. Love it. Sequel shit, but love this film. I love having dogs. I love having dogs. Love it. It's amazing. Anyway, sorry about that. Dogs barking. Last 2 things. We have the Titans Occult thing. This one sold out very, very quickly, and it's just such a lovely little set. I'm not going to open this one either because I've not opened it yet properly. So, but this is just lovely as well. I just love the ice effect and oh, brilliant. I already had it on 4K, but as soon as I saw there was a Titans of Cult, I was like grabbing that. It's one thing I do hate about these Titans of Cult is that they always pop up. They never stay down. But hey ho. Oh my gosh, stay down. And the last thing is something that I got recently, which I've been eyeing up for a while, but it was expensive and I already had them all in 4K, but I decided to bite the bullet. Is the Monsterverse, I don't know what the next name, but it's the Monsterverse Steelbook collection, which is just bloody lovely. Comes with all 4 of them. So you have the original Godzilla 2014, which is my favourite of these all of these. So you have that. Then you have Kong, which my tickets are in here again. Inside. Please, if you hear dogs barking, please ignore it. This is the last thing I have left to do, so I just want to get this out of the way. Not out of the way, but you know what I mean. It's just fucking dogs. Next up, we have King of the Monsters with my ticket inside. It's the back. It's the discs. I've been seeing a lot of franchises that have been getting these like cushiony kind of felt sets, which I love, but I'm just always scared that they're going to come damaged if I order them. But I'm looking forward to getting the Hunger Games one in November, so I'll probably do an unboxing for that. But that's the Monsterverse 4-film set, Steelbook collection-esque thingamajig. So that is all of my 4K Steelbooks. I will quickly go and round up my standard Blu-ray ones, and I'll be right back.